Yo everybody, Mask is back in black and he's here with his second part of this, which I say is we read 2 chapters every part of the Goosebumps one, then we'll go back to the Channel 44 one. I'm gonna do it like Goosebumps Channel 44, Goosebumps Channel 44 over and over again, obviously. So anyway, we're on chapter 3. If you've not seen the first part, then you need to go and see it to get caught up with the story. So, my heart skipped a beat. So last time we pure heard somebody shout help or something.
I bet Ginger Tom just walked in his.
It was Sheena or something. My heart skipped a beat. I let out a horrified cry and gripped the railing with both hands. No, please tell me I didn't do it. Gasping for breath, I stared down over the rail. Sheena's black hair spread out like a limp jellyfish on the surface of the ocean. Was she floating face down? No. She tilted her head up. Hope it didn't scare you, Billy. She raised the spear in one hand and waved it over her head, laughing. Sheena, that's not a good joke, Dr. D said, shaking his head. Sure it was, Sheena replied. It worked. What a brat. You didn't scare me at all, I said. My voice cracked. I hoped she didn't notice. Sheena's 10, and she likes to prove that she's the bold, brave one in the family. Maybe she is a little braver than me, but mainly she's just loud and annoying. Dr. D, Sheena shouted. You shouldn't let Billy play with sharp things. He'll poke his eye out. I groaned. Ha ha. Toss up the spear and wait right there. I need the target practice. You couldn't hit the ocean from there, she cried. Then she laughed at her own dumb joke. Come up here, Dr. D called to her. I need to talk to you both. Sheena climbed onto the deck. She pulled off her mask and her wetsuit, straightened her red swimming costume and shook out her hair. We look a lot alike. We both have straight black hair. Mine's is short and hers comes down past her shoulders. We're both tall and kinda skinny. We both have dark blue eyes and heavy dark eyebrows that make us look serious, even when we're not. Sometimes people say, you two must be twins. That makes me stick my finger down my throat and gag. Because first, I'm a whole 2 years older than she is. And second, yeah, we're not alike at all. Sheena doesn't like to pretend. She would stare at the albino electric eel and say, that's just a clump of seaweed. No way she could share the amazing adventures of the undersea mutant. She only likes things that are real. How boring is that? Sheena carried the spear across the deck and dropped it on my bare foot. Ow! I screamed, hopping up and down. I told you to be careful with that thing, Sheena said. Maybe next summer I'll invite my other niece and nephew to join me, Dr. D said. They get along. We get along fine, Sheena said. She wrapped her arm around my shoulders and gave me a big fake hug. Don't we, Billy Willie? Totally annoying, right? No more target practice for today, Dr. D said. Take your places, it's time to move. I just got the okay over the radio. And the navigation maps I've been waiting for arrived today via satellite. So we are ready for action. He turned and headed up to the pilot's cabin. Where are we going? I called after him. Deep waters, he said. He looked back and frowned at us. Very deep waters. The engines roared. Dr. D turned the wheel and the Cassandra edged sharply into the waves. Sheena and I took our places on a bench against the cabin wall. The boat rocked hard and a strong spray washed over the railing. Soon we were crashing over the sparkling waves. A red-orange sun floated on the horizon. I turned back and saw the tiny island of Caribou vanish. a speck of yellow on the blue water. About an hour later, Dr. D locked the wheel. Then he led the way down to the galley for some lunch. Normally the Cassandra has a crew of 3 or 4, but when Sheena and I visit in the summer, Dr. D likes to give them time off. He pulled out the grilled bluefish left over from last night's dinner and some sandwich rolls, and we sat around the small white table and ate fish sandwiches and drank papaya juice. After lunch, Dr. D pulled off his glasses and cleaned them with his napkin. "I'll tell you what we're doing," he said, "but you probably won't believe me." He chuckled. I'm sure I believe it myself, but we're going to try to track down a sunken pirate ship. No, sir, I thought that was somebody else. I'm not sure I'll believe it myself, but we're going to try to track down a sunken pirate ship. My mouth dropped open. You mean like real pirates? Dr. D nodded and slid his glasses back on. People have been searching for this ship for over 200 years, he said. My workers back on the mainland think they have located it just using acoustic imaging and laser mapping. Acoustic imaging and laser mapping. Imagining. They just emailed me all the info. Dr. D's eyes flashed. Here's the amazing thing, he said. If the sonar image is correct, we're actually not too far from where the ship went down. Sheena and I nodded and waited for him to tell us more. The ship is called the Scarlet Skull, he said. Perfect name for a pirate ship, right? He took a long sip of papaya juice. According to the legend, the ship sank in the late 1780s, he said, and took millions of dollars of jewels and gold treasure down with it. And we're going to find the treasure and be billionaires. I cried. I jumped up and pumped my fist in the air. Sheena grabbed me and pulled me back down. Billy, were you born immature? If we find the treasure, it will all go to the Caribou Dolphin Rescue Fund, Dr. D said. I'd be thrilled to find it. But I'm a scientist, not a treasure hunter. This is totally cool, I said. I was so excited I could barely sit still. How did the pirate ship go down? Sheena asked. Dr. D scratched his head. This is where the story gets weird, he said, and this is what I want to investigate. The reports at the time said there were 2 pirate ships. They were sailing in view of each other. It was a calm, clear day. The ocean waves were flat and gentle, and suddenly a swirling black cloud swept over the water, and the Scarlet Skull sailed into the cloud and disappeared. It just disappeared, I said. Dr. D nodded. I told you it was weird. The black cloud passed, and the pirate ship had vanished. The pirates on the other ship stood staring, waiting for it to reappear. But it was never seen again. Sheena and I stared at him. Neither of us spoke. Dr. D opened a file of papers he had brought to lunch and scanned them quickly. The Scarlet Skull belonged to a notorious captain named Long Ben One Leg, he said. Long Ben was very bad news. I felt a shiver at the back of my neck. How bad? How bad? Well, some people believe that he was so evil. The sea just swallowed him up. Swallowed him and his entire ship to protect the world from his evil. Dr. D continued to skim the papers. Here's a story that'll give you a good idea of what Captain Ben was like. It seems he kept a big tub of hungry rats on the ship. When one of his men did something to make him angry, he tossed the guy into the tub. Then he'd sit back and watch the rats make lunch of him. Sheena grabbed her throat and groaned. Oh, that's way sick. Sometimes when he was bored, Dr. D continued, he threw someone in the rat tub just for entertainment. They didn't have TV in those days, right? I joked. But when I pictured the hungry rats gnawing on some poor guy, I felt a little ill. So all the pirates drowned when the ship went down? Sheena asked. Dr. D nodded. Pirates drowned. The rats drowned and the treasure sank with them. He set the papers on the table and squeezed Sheena's hand. And there's one more part to the story. Very creepy part. He stopped as if he didn't want to tell us. He waited, our eyes locked on his. Tell us! I shouted. Tell us! Please tell us! Cliffhanger. Okay, so anyway, hope you enjoyed the second part of this. If you did, you can leave a like and subscribe. And I just want to say that because that's all I want to say. But yeah, GooseBumps Horrorland, it's Creep from the Deep, the second book. We don't know why it's called Creep from the Deep, but it does say Billy and Sheena always expect adventure when they join their uncle Dr. Deep. Aboard his high-tech boat, what they don't expect is a treasure hunt leading to a 200-year-old sea captain who refuses to stay dead. Just when they think the tide is turning, Billy and Sheena accidentally dive into a dangerous mystery. A chilling surprise awaits them in Horrorland, the theme park, where their worst nightmare is about to come to life. Now, Horrorland is actually like not a real place, but there was a game of it that I have on the Wii. Yeah, old school. And Horrorland was like, you could go on rides in it and you had to get money, like tokens, that had obviously that dummy on it, and the dummy was from the first book, if you've ever read that. I've read all the Goosebumps books. Yeah, but seriously, Horrorland was like a theme park in the game, and you could go on them crashy cars, and like there was a monster on it or something. But Creep from the Deep was one of the segments of it. I'm not going to say anything, but if you've ever played that game, you'll know what I'm talking about. You only seen him for like 2 seconds, and he did look exactly like that, but we don't care right now. Let's just try and be quiet. Anyway, I hope you did enjoy. If you did, you can leave a like and subscribe. And you can click them videos right over there. They should be there in a second too. But yeah, so the masked boy is out. La-dee-dee, la-dum. It's finally dawn and over with. La-dee-dee, la-dee-dum. It's finally dawn and over with. I done it one time, but it didn't work. It didn't upload to YouTube, so I had to do it again. And it's finally done and over with, so I had to do it again. And it's finally done and over with. Woohoo! Yeah!